Namaste. Happy 19th day of Halloween. Get it? 19th day. Of course, what I'm going to say is hopefully y'all watched movies all month long, scary movies, or got into the Halloween spirit, or Samhain, or All Hallows Eve, whichever you want to call it. Yeah. And hopefully you're just having a good week as usual. All right, so did y'all hear about, I'm sure you heard about Kanye West being sued for $250 million. You're watching the movie, just remember that. Watching the movie. I think Kanye donated $2 million when George Floyd died or something. Now they're suing him just for his comments. So yeah. Anywho, some interesting stuff is going on. Stuff that's happening in China. Just a lot of interesting stuff going on. But remember, I always say, get your news from somewhere else. What's up, Sharon? What's up, Taj? What's up, Anubis? Sharon says the black delegation already traded Kanye. Funny. It's, no matter what, and no matter what you think of them, this is all a movie. That's all celebrities are. If you keep that in mind, all these stories will just serve to amuse you. That's it. Remember, this month is the closest to the worlds being close to each other, and the veil is the thinnest during the whole month. So do that ancestral work, honor your ancestors and your elders, get those rituals in, and manifest. All right. Where we're at. So forgive me while I'm looking at something right now. I'm actually looking at that channel. Azazel News. If you can't remember, don't even worry about it at this point. It's just, you gotta, if you're familiar with the Telegram app, you can mute some of the channels. You can mute if it gives so much information. I mean, it's constantly ring, ring, ring. That's what I feel about Azazel News, because I constantly got to mute it. I have to constantly mute it. Otherwise, every minute, I'm not lying, every minute is bringing out something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great channel to get your information from. I wouldn't trust mainstream media. So, well, I'm glad, Anoop, you don't pay those celebrities any mind. Did y'all also hear about y'all's president? He gave those American workers in China an ultimatum. What he did was, this is still a movie theater too, but what he did, supposedly, he gave them a choice to either quit their jobs or lose citizenship to the United States. And so I think about all of them quit, and it crippled their microchip industry overnight. The engineers quit, they had to. So yeah, pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, peace, Faith, how you doing? Yeah, this happened, Tosh, I think this happened last week when that happened. And so me and my wife was having a discussion, and she's like, before you say anything, research it, make sure it's true. So unbeknownst to her, I did. And it was right sitting there. You have to actually look for it. But what I found interesting is that no mention on any other news outlet. You have to go look for something like that. But yeah, that happened. Yeah, that happened. Okay, that happened. Hopefully, y'all are still stockpiling stuff. When I go throughout my day and I'm seeing people, I pay attention to everything. Everything. Still seeing people wearing masks. Believe it or not, I'm seeing people wear masks. Even like when I'm at the bowling alley, there are people wearing masks. So just remember, and people may not believe this, but you have what they call walk-ins walking around us, and you got some what they call NPC, which is non-playing characters walking around. You got artificial persons walking around. Okay, believe it or don't. But at this point, why would anyone be wearing a mask now? Give me 1 second and I got to do it now. I got to mute one of the channels because it's going to start making that noise, that boom. Let me see. Second, give me a second. Then I'll read your comments. I just saw some comments. Here we go. I like the Telegram app, and I like the fact that you can do that you can just mute the channel so you won't be getting those rings. Oh, it's about to be World War III? I wouldn't say that. Although I wouldn't put it past that. There's always a consequence for their actions overseas. Put it that way. Something is on the horizon. Absolutely. What Anubis just said. Absolutely. What's up, Donna? Oliver McNeary. So I'm kind of out of the loop. What does WDY mean? Oh, yeah, Tosh, I heard about that too. Taiwan and Hong Kong. I definitely heard about that. Yep. Don't forget, y'all, hit that like button, share, subscribe, or do whatever you want. This is what I say, man. Just if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That saying still applies, you know. I may not watch mainstream media, but I do watch the stuff that's behind the scenes. Like, for example, when I was in the military, I traveled all over the world, right? I heard stuff and saw stuff in their news outlets and the military media. Also, I forgot what the name is, APN or something like that. Here we go again. And I would hear stuff. And when I would ask my people back at home, they had never heard stuff that I was hearing while I was overseas. So understand that the news that you get is very closely monitored and distributed very closely. So you're not getting everything. And Azazel News just went off again. Get this. Aging priest runs into one of the 9 societies in a tunnel and mistakes the encounter for meeting an angel of God. Wow. That's Azazel News for you. What's up, EJ Taylor? AFN, is that it? AFN? I thought it was APN. Is it AFN? Sharon, you might be right. I forgot you was in the service too. Is it AFN? What does WDY mean, Oliver? I know I need help with that. I don't know a lot of the acronyms y'all use these days. And I'm not saying y'all in a like a condescending way. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. So it's a good thing I know how to multifunction, huh? Multitask, I should say. What's up, Ogun, the Warlock Oosley Senior? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So one of the point that I want to make too, and I hope no one is offended when I say this. Okay. Remember, some of the things that I say are for teaching moments. It's not to ridicule you or anything like that. So when I feel like I have to say something on a live, it's because someone has said something to me, and I'm like, okay, so I shouldn't just say it to this person. I should say it, make it publicly known. It's not a bad thing, not at all. It's just it feels like it's something that needs to be said to the masses. So, with that being said, magic is not to be used to fix your flaws. What I mean by that is, if you got to take a test, you got to take a test. Okay. Most tests are pass or fail, right? So it depends on you whether you get the answers right, right? So if you want to use magic to pass a test, I'm not sure what to tell you about that one. Study a little harder, or there are certain mantras that you may be able to use for your memory, right? There's a Solomonic grimoire that helps with memory, okay? There's also supplements that can help you with memory, okay? B6, DMAE, Huperzine A, which is Chinese moss, fish oil, magnesium glycinate, magnesium threonate, okay? These all help with cognition, right? Don't look, because when this person asked me this, that reminded me of somebody else asked me something else. Like, I want to be less aggressive. Then be less aggressive. Consciously make an effort in being less aggressive. I know a lot of Aries, and Aries have a problem with saying stuff and immediately regretting it, because they go from 1 to 10 in a heartbeat, and then they'll always regret it afterwards. Okay, so fixing your human flaws, that's pretty much up to you. Okay, pretty much up to you. There's certain things that you can do, but casting spells, I just don't. Of course, this is my opinion. I don't think that's one of them. All right, I don't think that's one of them. Like I said, you can use, if you want to pass a test, then say a mantra to one of the Hindu deities to help with your memory when you take the test. Does that make sense? Am I making sense to people? What's good, Rayshawn? Justice. Okay. So I was just talking about passing a test. When I went to do, I can't remember what I was applying for, but I wanted to pass a typing test. I said, now I don't know, I really don't know if this mantra helped me, but Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. She's the goddess of wealth. And for some reason, I said that mantra 3 times before I went in to take the test. And I passed the test. Now, did the mantra help me? I don't know. I really don't know. Why would I be using a wealth mantra to pass a typing test? I wasn't thinking like that back then. That was a long time ago when that happened. So I think I was new to mantras at that time. Okay. So, like I said, there are certain supplements. There is a Solomonic grimoire that can help with your memory if you want to pass a test. All right. But my whole point still stands. If you want to fix certain flaws within yourself, that's just something consciously you're going to have to do. Let me say this also. There is such a term as the great work. Okay. The great work has always been about making humanity a better place, or making the earth a better place to live. If you look up any of those grimoires, if you look through them, it will always mention the great work. Okay. I said this a couple lives ago. You're either on the side of good or you're on the side of evil, and there's really no in between. All right. None. Yeah, I just got started, Rayshawn. I just got started. Just got started. I was talking about Azazel News also. If you go a day, I just read something on Azazel News. It's funny they named it that, though. Azazel is a fallen angel responsible for introducing humanity to forbidden knowledge. So their channel says they are dedicated to sharing actionable intelligence / knowledge regarding that thing, that virus. I don't like to say the name. But anyway, yeah, that. Just in, CDC panel unanimously votes to add the 19 mRNA shots to the recommended childhood shot schedule in the United States. Within the next 5 years, you're going to see a mass exodus from the United States. I think it may be within the next 2 years. Okay? It's just going to get that. Before he passed, he said a hyperinflation was coming. And I think you're already seeing that. And he warned of a coming ice age. We've already gotten cold. This morning alone, remember, I'm always complaining about the heat, but this morning was, 41 degrees this morning. This is Texas we're talking about. It never gets that cold this time of the year. Not at all. On the East Coast, yeah. In Philadelphia, absolutely. Not in Texas. Just as it started getting hot around April this year, like really hot, it's starting to get cold sooner. So if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Feel me? Remember, my reasoning for telling y'all this still is just for your information. Do with it what you will. Okay? Do with it what you will. You should also protect yourself at all times. And I don't mean just protecting yourself. I mean, I learned during this path that you can't trust anybody, and that magical attacks are going to happen. It's just part, as much as I've tried to avoid magical wars, they still come my way, because people get this idea that they're all powerful and they can do whatever they want. You got stupid people, stupid, weak, and dysfunctional and unstable people joining the occult now, joining and trying to learn magic for fuck purposes. For lack of a better phrase, for fuck purposes. I'm always going to say it has always been about uplifting humanity and not material shit, not see how many people you can lay or see how much money you can make or how many followers you can get. It was never about that. That's why I suggested that movie Holy Man. Anytime the critics bash a movie, you should run and see it. I found this out with the movie Holy Man. I'm not sure what brought my attention. I know what it was. One of my friends on my friends list, I was scrolling Facebook and he had a poster of Holy Man. He says one of my favorite movies. He drops a lot of metaphysical gems in this movie. I'm like, I remember that movie. It stars Eddie Murphy. I'd never seen it. So I went and found it, watched it. I'm like, it was absolutely right. Okay. In one part, he says, I've been watching you for a long time. I've been watching y'all for a long time. It was never supposed to be about that. And what he was talking about is commercialism. A very telling movie, Holy Man. See it if you can. See if your eyes and your pineal gland is decalcified enough to get what's being said in that movie. Hey, Rayshawn, I'm glad you said that. I was thinking that too. I was thinking about Mexico or somewhere in South America. I was thinking about that. Like, where is the safest place to go? You know what I mean? What's up, Lenora? Welcome. Yeah, it got cold really quick here in Texas. Just saw the Amazon truck. I had to slow down with that because prices, and let's not make any mistake. They're not price gouging because they have to. They're price gouging because they want to. Everything. In Dollar General, for example, you can get a pack of tea light candles, like 50 tea light candles for $1. That is now $2. They've done it subtly everywhere. They've raised just like a couple cents. You know what I mean? Just slightly so you won't really notice it right away. Keep on shopping. My wife also told me recently, I think she was watching the news, and she said that people are going into the stores less and buying just what they need. They don't have to raise these prices. This is all part, remember I said earlier in the live, are all part of the great work. This is all part of the great plan and the great reset. Did anybody have any questions while I'm here? For some reason, I felt like not everybody was able to ask their questions on the question and answer session whenever it was. I think it was last Friday. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, speaking of protection, oh yeah, I wanted to say this too. Just because reversal magic and defense magic is there, protect yourself at all times. One of the things they teach when you go to boxing, when you're you're training to be a boxer, is to protect yourself at all times. You see what I'm saying? There are ways that you can do protection. I don't know why I'm stressing. I guess maybe message, but the universe is telling me, tell people to protect themselves. One of the ways is to use this. Carry this with you. It's hematite. It's iron. Iron has always been a great deflector of magic. And here we go with Azazel news. I know I just turned this off. Here's another one. Ready? What Azazel called a Tupi coin. It's copper. Keep this on you. Copper. Or, and slash or, a black stone. This is jet. You can use onyx or obsidian also. Or I think opal's black. I might be wrong with that one. Is opal black? Any black stone absorbs negativity. Cold in Chicago. Chicago has the highest taxes in the nation. The taxes are 10.2. God, that's high. Oh, that's what Azazel Bay calls it. He calls it a tupi coin. He's referring to a Brazilian deity called Tupi. Tupi. Okay. But it's just a copper penny. No, so what is this? I done forgot what it is. I done had it so long. 0.999 fine copper. Is it a penny? Because you know most pennies aren't copper anymore. These are though. You can find these on eBay. But the tax is 10.25%. That's just crazy. That is absolutely insane. Wow. Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed for the things we parade in the streets and teach in schools. Circle K gas stations to start selling marijuana in 2023. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Y'all better be careful too. If you smoke weed, be careful because they lacing that shit with fentanyl. Be careful. Everything you take now, I mean, you're gonna have to use discernment, like I'm always saying. $10.25% though. I thought 8% was high. That's all right. Looks like that's all I got for today. I know it was short, but my points stand. So hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of your week. You know, continue to always protect yourself. Gather up as many books as you can. Okay. You stay ready, never got to be ready, right? The property tax is going up. They are trying to like make it so uncomfortable so they can enforce whatever they want. You know, is we were warned, right? Though people were warned this was gonna happen. This was going to happen. I must admit, 2 years ago, I didn't know exactly how they were going to go about doing it. It wasn't until we were into that first year, I'm like, oh, that's what they're going to do. They're going to make life so unbearably uncomfortable that you will do whatever to submit. You know, whether it's taking a foreign substance into your body, or eating bugs. It's sad. Now, I did know there would be some collateral damage along the way. I did know this. It's still uncomfortable to watch, though. I knew it was going to be some collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just take care of yourselves. Like Jerry Springer says, take care of yourself and each other. I should be back in about 2 days. We're going to get into some more magic. That was a short message I have for y'all today. Just continue. If you're not protecting yourself, please do. You know, if you can get one of these from someone, this is organite. This is the organ piece. I keep it right at my computer. See what I'm saying? I stay with hematite in my pocket along with jet and a copper coin. Okay. Of course, quartz crystal is always a winner. Always. Okay. So with that being said, okay. My name is Magick La Croix, and I will see y'all the next time. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.